Will the public be surprised by anything in this budget?
I think we've been very clear about the priorities in this budget around health, around housing, around education. When you get a situation with a coalition government with 3 agreements that bind us together, the priorities are out there for people to see. This budget is about showing New Zealand what the plan is and what the steps are to implement that plan.
We've had the mother of all budgets and the black budget. What do you think this budget is going to be called?
Well, I know what I've called it, and you'll find that out on Thursday. What other people decide to call it is up to them. What I know is that it is a budget that does lay the foundations for New Zealand to be able to have a sustainable economy in the future, one that everybody gets a fair go in, and one that's underpinned by the kinds of public services that New Zealanders not only want but deserve as well.
So what do we call that budget?
What is the status of Labour Party policy?
The status of Labour Party policy? Well, that's very inherent in the speech from the throne. You would have seen the priorities on Labour Party policy put forward in there. We remain as a party committed to that policy, but clearly we are now one government, and this is the government's budget. It's not one party's budget, and you'll see the priorities of all the parties reflected in it.
But there are lots of Labour Party policies that weren't mentioned in the speech from the throne, some of which are being advanced, some of which aren't. So are you saying it has no particular...
Look, it's still the Labour Party's policy, and the Labour Party represents the largest party in this government, so it's still very important. It still has status. I mean, to give you an example, clearly by emphasising health, education and housing, I think we've outlined the areas that are important to us and I think are important to New Zealanders. The fact that we do have in our community public services that have been underfunded, and every New Zealander will be able to look around their community and identify the hospital or the school or the road or the rail line that hasn't had investment. What we'll do, and if I'm doing my job right, is we'll show them that we've got a plan to deal with those things, that we have been realistic about what's achievable in one budget, but they'll see where we're heading.
Do you agree that you've lowered expectations around this budget?
No, I think what we've done is been honest about the situation that we're in and made New Zealanders aware of what our priorities are. I think that's what a responsible government would do.
But surely the money's there, we're not in a recession, it's not the tightest budget we've ever had.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? At the half-yearly update, we had increased spending allowances, operating and capital allowances on what the previous government had put in place. So I think we've already recognised that actually there is more to do and that we've got more resources to do that than the previous government had. But we have to keep balancing that against the importance of responsible fiscal management. I think we've done a good job in this budget of getting the balance right. Obviously the proof will be on Thursday.